Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another Vertigo video. I am pleased to announce that I am completely cured. Yes, with the help of my friends and the support of the people around me, I have completely, 99% gotten back to normal. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, my last 3 videos have actually been an homage to the Reggie Guesses Smash Characters Names videos. They are long-term comfort videos of mine, and I wanted to just make a contribution to the really dumb world of people guessing Smash character names, because obviously I know the characters' names, but there are sometimes some names that we just call them me and my brother, or me and my friends, and it was just a way for me to showcase that. There are some changes coming up with this channel in the future. I will elaborate a little bit more going forward, but I did want to get back to my roots. Now, if you've either seen one of my old videos, or you're one of the few people who's actually watched the videos that I've come out with for the past few years, the word or the term client files is gonna ring a bell. Yes, these were videos where I took a Smash match, something that was normally kind of funny or interesting, and I use that as a lens to explore something philosophical or psychological that is designed to help you in your life. We're going back to that. Me and my brother Novel, we were online, and we were against a double Donkey Kong, and I thought it was a really funny match, but it got me thinking. Got me thinking about the nature of attachment. It got me thinking about the nature of wanting and letting go. Again, I'll get into this a little bit more after the video, but for the time being, I will actually send it off to Commentary Vertigo, and now.
And we're back with a battle between barbarity and civilization. You can be the judge of which is which. We got a couple gorilla warfighter gorillas and a robotic child pairing up oddly with some kind of alligator swamp creature. Now, the gorillas are getting off to a strong start here, but they were both just affected by that fire. And the robot child hitting him with some kind of blade. Now, it appears to do some damage. He's also attempting to shoot what appear to be lemons at the gorillas. Apparently, gorillas are allergic to lemons. Attempt at a tornado. The alligator busts out a cannonball. Now, the gorillas are just fighting with their fists. I mean, real classic gorillas here. Missing contact. Now he uses a gun, uses the projectile launcher to actually attempt to attack. Now, that was briefly working in their favor, but we'll see if it actually continues. The other ones are capable of using items too, as the younger gorilla loses a stock first. Unconventional, but the robotic child, he appears to be glowing, signaling some kind of special ability. Oh, but he doesn't get to. He gets star KO'd in the background, and a big explosion. The alligator takes advantage. Now, the younger gorilla appears to be the one glowing now, signaling some kind of special ability. Now, what could this be? As the old gorilla smacks against the screen, nearly startling me, I will say. He got uncomfortably close there as the glowing gorilla dies too. No one has been able to use any kind of special ability here. As the robotic child now ends up with a gun of his own, will the gorillas be able to recover? They do not have any special mechanical jump, just... Oh my god, and the double star KO! I have never seen anything like this before in my entire life. This is unbelievable. The younger gorilla is gone. Only the older one. Now, will experience be the key here to unlocking what would be an incredible comeback, as the alligator prevents him from getting on the stage. This is incredible. I have no words. I'm stumbling. Even through the gun, he manages to put the alligator in the ground. Could this be a signal of the greatest upset imaginable here in this situation? He swings again sideways, does a little ballerina move. Oh, and the robotic child unfortunately launches the turtle shell off the stage. The old gorilla is able to take a stock. Shields up. Oh, and his opponents are tiny. Can he take advantage? Surely he'll be able to kill both of them here. He just got to make damage. Oh, he's grabbed by the tiny alligator, put in the ground. Oh my god, attempts to slap his opponents away, but it is too little, too late. And now he has an assist trophy. Now, this could be a difference maker. He's grabbed by the robotic child. Will he be able to use it? He needs to plant himself firmly on the ground to be able to do this. And he's knocked off the stage again. He has a jump, and he makes it. He still has it and can use it. And if it's good, this could turn the tides of the game. He's grabbed again and put in the ground. Lemons grabbing. Lemons. He's paralyzed. He can't move. He can't move. He needs to get to the smash ball after he uses the assist trophy. He's put in the ground. And oh, God. Oh, that was ugly. Oh, my God. Whew. Hate to be that guy.
Okay, so I knew that I had to save that match because of the double star KO on the part of my partner Novel, which was insane. I had never actually seen that before. And also the way it ends. I mean, this guy, he's holding on to the assist trophy for an insane amount of time. And I think it's kind of the thing where, like, the longer you hold on to an assist trophy, like, the more time it's going to take to actually, like, establish yourself on the ground and then do the upper arm movement to let it out, right? And it's so funny because we can be assholes sometimes. And, like, the second that, you know, someone's on their last stock, we're just like, don't let him use it. Don't let him use it. You know, kill him before he can use the assist trophy. And this was a prime example of that. So what exactly is the work here? I mean, Donkey Kong probably wasn't going to win the match. But he definitely wasn't doing himself any favors by holding on to it for as long as he did. I mean, he was really depriving himself of the ability to actually confront us more reasonably, where he could actually swing his arms around and use his moves without needing to plant himself on the off chance that he would get an assist trophy that would be good enough to actually do some damage to us. I really feel for the guy. And it just reminds me of the nature of the work that I do and how, you know, helping people sort of figure out their core values in terms of like their hobbies and their goals and, you know, these dreams that people have. And, you know, sometimes they end. Sometimes you gotta let something go. You know, there's this teaching, and I do tell people this, but there's this teaching that's like, you know, you can kind of do something out of inspiration, or you can kind of do something out of desperation. And one of the differences, when something's done out of inspiration, it's you know, you're not staking your personal weight on it. You're not staking your sense of self on it. You know, you're not saying like, I'm only good if I accomplish this, or I'm only good if I do this. You know, if something's done out of inspiration, it's because it's for the good of the thing itself. It's just an activity that brings joy to you, is meaningful, and maybe you just kind of want to be the person who does it. Now, an act of desperation, on the other hand, has a lot of baggage. You're trying to prove something to yourself, to society, to the man, you know, whoever that is. And you look at things in much more of a black and white, pass-fail way. I mean, the question is, if you don't achieve the threshold that you're setting for the goals, you know, something's wrong. You're not good enough. This is unworthy. This is bad. And you sometimes double down on your attachment. It's like, no, I'm resisting this. I have to be good. I have to be able to do this, or else none of this was worth it, or else I suck, or else, you know, you name it, right? And we want to gravitate people more towards the acting out of inspiration because it's less desperate. It's more of a decision that you're making from the wholeness of your being. There's a quote by a Canadian psychologist named Gabor Mate, and I always find it interesting. He claims that people are pretty much their authentic selves when they have their basic needs met. And I like to frame this conversation in a similar way. If you're acting out of desperation, you normally aren't healed. You normally aren't accepting your limitations or accepting reality. And you're depriving yourself of one of your needs, actually fulfilling hobbies or an actually fulfilling job. And so really doing that, you're only becoming more disconnected with who you are, thus preventing you from just existing in the moment. Now, one thing Buddhism talks about is attachment, and it's sometimes not exactly in the way that people think. It's not that wanting something is bad. I mean, you don't sort of put yourself in a state where you deprive yourself of the act of wanting. No, it's when you cling to something. It's when you irrationally, repetitively cling to something. I mean, watching this match, what's funny wasn't that the mistake happened. It's almost kind of like how long it went on for. I mean, for Donkey Kong, it could be like cutting attachments would mean you're accepting the fact that the plan didn't work out. I mean, Buddhism would say that the problem is refusing to let go of the idea that this plan has to work, and that this plan has to work in a particular way. And in that sense, letting go wouldn't exactly be quitting. It would be being able to see things a little bit clearer. It would be washing away the bullshit of your own narrative, the own ways in which you're resisting reality. For the sake of kindness. For the sake of kindness to yourself. I I mean, that's one of the central messages that I interpret, looking at this in more of just kind of like a Buddhism mindset. I will say in the same way, and I do observe this just in the nature of my own work, even zooming out and maybe looking at this from more of what people would call like an existential perspective. Like this idea that we over-identify with our choices. We think that they, define us. And maybe the over-attachment, again, it protects us from some kind of pain. This over-attachment, it protects us from the reality that, like, we were wrong. And there's some mourning that comes with that. You mourn the goal, you mourn the dream, but also you're mourning the version of you that believed that this was possible. So I think when we imagine what Donkey Kong must have been feeling in that moment, I mean, it's like the longer something goes on for, the more stubborn people get, right? People are afraid of admitting that they wasted time. But maybe that's a problem too. Maybe you didn't waste time. Maybe you had the right amount of time that was necessary for you to be able to learn. And letting go is hard. I mean, for Donkey to confess that would be big. It would be vulnerable. It would be a really hard thing to do, because it's mourning, it's vulnerability. You got those grief elements, the typical grief elements. That's a big thing. And when you're in a situation where these, two characters, one weird swamp creature and one robotic child, are kind of taunting you into submission almost, you want to double down again because you also don't want these people to win. You want to stick it to them. What, they don't think you can use the assist trophy? Screw it. Yes, I can. I will secure a landing. I will beat both of you. And I might not win the game, but at least I'm going to achieve my petty little goal here. I mean, there's also the expression that I've heard, and I think I've mentioned this in one of my videos. I've done a number of videos, so I don't remember which one it was. But the expression is the poker player who needs the money the most is going to lose. He's the one who's going to lose. And you can kind of chalk this up to, higher inclination towards erratic behavior or risk-taking or being irresponsible or not exactly just being in this clear headspace that's necessary to be good at poker. I mean, that's not to say that no one who needs the money more than other people could ever win at poker. That's not to say that the donkeys of the world can never use the assist trophy when they want to use it. But it's a mindset thing, and it poisons you, and it prevents you from being able to just stay in tune with your natural abilities and natural flow of your confidence in the situation. People respond to these differently. People respond to tasks, adversity differently. And, for Donkey, sadly, I mean, he just wasn't up to it. And I'm going to get super serious here for a second. But being able to let go of something that's not working is really hard. You can say that there's a lot of people who kind of have this gut feeling that they should give something up and they ignore it, right? The question is, whose voice is that? Is that society? Is that my parents? Is that my friends who don't support me? What voice is this? Occasionally that intuition might be telling you something. What does your gut tell you about your situation? What does your body tell you? How much extra energy are you wasting to fight this thing? So, I guess if I had to speak directly to that Donkey Kong, I guess I would say something like this. Hey Donkey Kong, at some point, persistence quickly turns into attachment. And that attachment is when we keep doing something, not because it's working, but because of what it would mean if we decided to stop, admitting that it's time to change. Philosophy, and honestly these games, keep pointing to the same lesson. Wisdom isn't about whether you give up or not. It's about knowing when to be kind to yourself and make the right decision for you. And letting go doesn't mean that the effort was wasted. Letting go just means that you are able to teach yourself something. The moment you release the need for a specific outcome, the moment you get your clarity back. And the clarity is what creates adaptation and growth and sometimes even that comeback paradoxically. So whether it's a strategy, a belief, or a version of yourself that you've outgrown, the question isn't, can I hold on? The question is, what would happen if I didn't?
Thank you, I can't say how much that hurts.
thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was overwhelmingly improvised, as kind of like all of my client files videos are. I wanted to release something before I went on my trip. I am going to Finland, Estonia, Germany, possibly with a day trip to Denmark and Italy. I'm going with my girlfriend Vertigo, and the nature of the videos that I do, they're gonna change. I'm gonna do a video for each country, and I encourage you guys to be on the lookout. They're gonna be fun. I'm extremely excited to do this traveling. I've wanted to go to some of these places for a very long time, and this will be the most uninterrupted time that me and my girlfriend have ever had together. And I'm happy that I'm gonna get to do that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. There will still be more Smash and mental health content. Te lo prometo, te lo juro. But this is just the direction I'm gonna go in for a little bit, and we're gonna see what happens. Anyways, thanks again, guys. This has been fun. You've been awesome. Yeah, I will see you guys again with my Finland video. All right, peace.